What do you get when you put together two moms, two friends who want to flourish in their business and motherhood and loving God and loving life all at the same time? You get a podcast about all of the above. We are Becoming the Tuesday Woman.
Okay, welcome. This is the Tuesday Woman. I'm Ivana.
And I'm Sharice.
This is our 6th episode. We're going to talk about unlearning some things.
Yeah.
Before we get there, this is a special edition because it's nighttime.
That's right.
We have not recorded at night.
Yes.
We decided to get a little spicy, get a little drink.
We added a third lady.
Oh, I like that. Stella. Say it like you say it, because I never said it like that.
Stella Toi.
Stella Toi. So we added Stella, and we're going to play a game of Never Have I Ever. This is just because this is a spicy edition, guys. We're a Tuesday
If
Women.
you've never played Never Have I Ever, you ask a question.
That you didn't do.
Wait. Oh, man. I just think it's a little fun.
Oh my gosh. No, we got to play it the way we played it when we weren't recording.
It's okay.
We practiced. We
A
had a
little.
practice round. And now we're recording. Okay, so never have I ever gone skinny dipping.
Yes. I've gone skinny dipping.
You can't react like we were. Okay. Do you want me to ask new ones?
I thought you were going to ask a new one. Even though mine was very good.
Yes, but maybe this will help.
I'm
you
not going
find
to do
you.
that. It was before I found him.
I know.
That's fine.
Okay.
Everybody has a past.
Everyone, including the other version.
Yeah.
I was coming off as an innocent Nancy, but she just had it going in the right direction. So something, if you haven't gotten this by now, me and Sharice, the reason why I love us doing this podcast is because even though we're both black, we have grown up like polar opposite experiences.
Yes. Absolutely.
So I
For
love
sure.
that about us, and so she just had it going in the right direction. Okay. Let me see.
Wait.
Okay.
I need to go.
Okay.
I feel like whatever you say, I'm going to be like, you did that? Because you're already thinking, like, what have I done that's, like, audacious?
I don't know, because I don't know what I'm willing to air. So I don't know if I'm going to...
Never have I ever drunk dialed an ex. I've never done that.
It's like my favorite thing to do. I'm joking. not now, but I have.
Oh!
Because
shoot.
I am like a person that uses drunkenness as an excuse to do anything. Like, oh, I was drunk. You know? I always wanted to call that ex. But now I can say, oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I didn't drink. Exes are exes for a reason.
Listen, and I've never believed that. You know?
What? You've never believed exes are an ex for a reason?
I never believed it. I'm not saying I shouldn't have. I'm definitely a person that didn't learn from mistakes.
That is hilarious.
I've always had a redemptive side to my person. Ruined my life.
Nah, we good.
Okay, so let me think about it. Okay. I like the way you're going. Okay. Never have I ever, and this could have happened in marriage, done like a strip tease, like with a pole. Oh wait, I was supposed to say something I've done.
Well, you didn't have to.
Okay.
But I have never done that.
You've never done it either?
I don't have a pole.
Would you do it though? Would
Oh,
you?
yeah, for sure. I don't know if my upper body strength is there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because, let me say, those women on the poles, they are just, like, outrageously
They
strong.
are, like, when they can go all the way up, and then you have to think about the control you have to not then plop down, because that would be me. Maybe
I'm just thinking of, I just had a visual of you, like, finally getting up there, and then
just
she's like,
I can't do anything not goofy. Like, I really wish I could be smoother, like, as a person.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if there's an opportunity to find embarrassment, my body, whether I want it to or not, it's gonna find it. And it's so funny because I actually always walk as if, oh, this is a movie scene, and I'm like...
That's what you're thinking when you're walking?
That's what I'm thinking. I am. And a trip will happen anytime I get in that mode. Anytime I get in that mode.
You're feeling too good about yourself?
Yes. Yep. The world humbles me. My body humbles me.
Oh, there was a Bloom conference I went to, and the main singer... She came in and she was talking about how she felt so good because she slept all night. She had 2 young babies at home, and she slept through the night, and she was like, oh, it was just amazing. Turns out she slept through her alarms. Like, she slept so good, she slept through her alarms, like in a hotel.
Was late?
Yeah. And she said, God humbles the proud. But she was an amazing singer, but it plays in my head freely.
That's it. I think that's what it is. It's always God. Okay, I said pride comes before the fall. That's my life.
I think me too.
Really?
I think that I tend to be body awkward, not on purpose.
And especially, I'm saying this for me.
Yeah.
Like, when I am attempting to I've given up. I don't even do it anymore. But when I was, earlier in the marriage, attempting to, it was a mess.
I remember when Jorge and I were first married, I, bought some negligee. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to surprise him with this negligee. And I put it on. And I was going to bed. And I wanted it to be a surprise. So I turned the light off. Yeah. But he came upstairs. He came into the room. And I just was like...
Okay.
And I was trying to get ready and so cute. And then I was like, what are you doing?
Right! What's going on? You ain't doing it right. That's every time.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. It was my turn. And I thought of this one.
Okay.
I have one more.
Okay.
And I wish I didn't do my last one. Never have I ever Googled an ex.
She keep trying to put me out here. She know about my life.
When was the last time you did that?
Ooh! It's been a while.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here's the second part, I thought, for our spicy episode. And mainly because I've just been wanting to get on a soapbox about this.
Oh.
Unpopular opinions we have and hold to.
Oh, gosh.
Think about yours.
Okay, yours.
I've got mine.
Okay.
You should not date a man for more than 2 years without an engagement. And I know your story's different. Is it?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay. I'm going to elaborate. And this is an unpopular opinion that I think and I don't share. But I have a theory. I really do. I don't think it takes that long. If a man is really wanting to marry somebody, I don't think it takes that long to figure out whether or not this girl is the girl you're going to marry, or I'm the girl you're going to marry.
Mm-hmm.
I think any other story, saving money, waiting to a particular time in life, all that, I think is bull.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe it. Because you can get engaged.
Yeah.
If you guys are those people that want to have some elaborate wedding that you don't think you have the money for, you can get engaged. You can give me, as a woman, that level of security.
Yeah.
That it's going to be me.
Mm-hmm.
You not waiting and saving money for your wedding to the girl that you meet tomorrow, because that's what's going to happen.
Uh-huh.
You're going to date him this whole time.
Uh-huh.
He's going to get the money. Then he's going to meet the girl tomorrow and marry her the next year. So I just have this theory, and I just don't think that women should. I would say 2 to 4, and that's me being nice. I feel like if you're not engaged by the end of a second year, going into a third, it's not going to happen. But I know some people that it's different. But I feel like it's an exception to the rule. I don't think it's the rule. So I just think you shouldn't set yourself up for that. I want to hear your take.
Jorge and I were married from dating to married under 11 months. Yeah. Sometimes, but okay.
Do you know other stories, though?
About what?
Like where it's worked out for a woman that dated a guy for like over 4 years.
Not like in adulthood. Like they were like high school
That's
sweethearts.
the key thing. See, that's the key thing for me.
Yeah.
That I should say that. As an adult, like grown people who have jobs, who are out of
School, university. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just don't think it makes sense. What are we waiting for?
I don't know.
I don't need to date you that long.
Yeah.
If I like you, I like you. If I don't, bye-bye.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
But I do think sometimes.
Okay.
I think a lot of times, for the people who aren't in that 2-year window, there has to be trauma. Like parents were divorced, or they were hurt by someone before, or something like that.
And so what I would say to that is, then that person needs to not be dating.
I would also say you probably should seek like some kind of, you must want to solve the problem. So is that counseling?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or is it like finding yourself? Because I do think there's like some kind of confidence issue.
Yeah, don't drag somebody into that.
Yeah.
You need to figure that out. That's how I feel about the people in Love is Blind. Y'all need to figure this stuff out before y'all come on this show.
Yeah.
This show is for people that are ready to get married, yet we're dealing with your mess. Like, nobody should have to deal with that.
I didn't watch that show.
And I'm not saying we don't come perfect. I wasn't perfect. I mean, I thought I was. But I'm not perfect in my marriage. But some things need to be figured out. Like the confidence stuff, whether or not I can commit.
Yeah.
That type of stuff needs to be figured out.
Yeah. Oh, when I started dating Jorge, I was very much like, I was like, this is it. Like, this is Charisse. I don't have time for all this. Exactly. I already had Macy. And I was like, do you think I'm going to let you know my daughter without, like, some kind of commitment? I'm not going to be one of those. So, and don't date me for a long time and come into our lives if you don't want to get married. You're dating me to get married, not date me for fun. Right, and I think that sometimes when we date as a human race, we date for fun and not with a purpose.
Not as an adult. Do you think that?
Yes, I do think that I have friends who date for fun.
Wow. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for the emotional. Like, to me, dating is very emotional, and it's draining. I'm giving myself, like, in some aspects, I'm getting to know you, you're getting to know me. It's too trying for me to be playing.
Yeah. Especially if you don't know you're playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like when you're telling me this, it seems like what I hear is like man-focused. The man is not asking you to marry him because he has something holding up.
I've known a couple people.
What's her name?
Where I've watched them from afar. They got into these relationships. And I said, he playing. I can tell what he playing. He not serious about you. And I've only learned that from being that girl so many times.
That is fascinating to me. That you would, like, I know, like, your past relationships, and it baffles me that you would put up with them so much.
To give that redemptive.
I just didn't.
I really was. I went on a long journey of being a person that wanted to fix people. I didn't know that. But I think like that's how I dated in my youth for a long time. I'm fine with dating the wounded soldier. And I'm gonna heal the wounded man. I'm gonna heal him. And they suck the life out of you guys. They suck everything that was beautiful about who you were. That attracted them to you because they're messed up. They take it. Yeah.
Isn't it the opposite though? Like you're trying to fix them, and they are trying to take what's good about you, and it just switches. They take it out, like because they want it. They take it from you. Oh my gosh! I just told my friend this before you got here. I was like talking about confidence, and I said, she was like, "How did you get confidence?" I said, "When I was young, I was a bit of a jerk and I didn't really care what people thought. I was just living my life as streaking, like I was just hanging out. And then I had Macy and it was just like soul crushing. It like took all the light out of me because I felt like I was always being judged. I wasn't like as many times as I heard, like, you are not a good mom because you don't do it like this person, and it really just
and you were so young,
but these are things like,
and I've never been a mom before. That's what I'm always saying. First time mom, like, I've never done this before. Why is there's this expectation that I know what I'm doing?
I was young. I was a new mom. They weren't even parents.
Oh my. Okay.
Yes. So my favorite advice, I don't care if you ask me or not, the only perfect parents are those without any kids.
That's true.
Factual.
Because I had so many opinions when I was not a parent. I didn't understand why anybody's child's nose was running. Why you got them out here just looking like this? Guess what? Every day.
Their nose is running. That was a thing.
You wipe it and then it's back up.
Really? That is so interesting. That is like one of your things.
Yeah. And my kids.
And that's the first thing you thought of. Nose is running. Oh gosh. I don't know. I did have a difference of opinion between Macy and Amelia.
Okay. Because you had done it before.
Oh, because Macy was a regular kid who just wanted to play on her own. She's type A.
Oh, okay.
Amelia is Donnie from the Wild Thornberries.
What that?
Donnie is, if you have seen Wild Thornberries, that is her.
Okay.
When she was little, she even like that now. She is just a wild girl. Like, she doesn't care. She doesn't want to get her hair brushed. She wants to be in the dirt. She wants to eat with her hands. She's dirty. It's like she doesn't have any home training. And we're doing that all the time. You see her list.
I love it.
She don't care. Macy would have thrived with that.
Yeah.
Bill is not that.
Oh, so you didn't do lists for Macy?
She did her own list.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
Macy, I do not remember a time, kindergarten to now, that Macy did not get up on her own, make herself breakfast, and get ready. It's just what she did. We didn't have any back and forth of, should we do this? We didn't need a list of what to do in the morning because she did it.
You were spoiled.
Yes.
Spoiled by my first child.
I knew my second baby was going to be crazy. But also, she is exactly me.
Oh, okay.
Amelia is me.
There you go.
Are the things that I like the most about her. That she is so free. She's doing what she wants to do. And although Amelia does say things that are out of pocket, she is still so loving, so caring, so wonderful. I am obsessed.
So, do you have an unpopular opinion?
I don't know if it's unpopular or not, but I do think that I'm going to say black women.
Okay.
I observe and also assume that black women, I don't know if I want to say this because I don't want it to be twisted. I feel like they've grown up and their mothers had to work very hard just to keep up, that now black women feel like they have to keep up and they have to do these things to keep a man and they have to work to be loved, and that is not,
So let's backtrack. As a culture.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, black women as a culture we were taught that we're not worthy enough of love as ourselves. We're not good enough for any man to love us as we are because we are black women.
This is your unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
What? I feel like that's just facts.
Oh. Okay. Then yeah.
I'm not sure. Weigh in.
Yes, please do.
I'm not sure people would disagree with you. I feel
maybe it's unconscious. You know what I mean?
Gosh,
it's if a man treats you well. But what else is he doing?
The bars are low. The bar is low sometimes.
Yes. Why is he doing that? Oh, he must be doing this so to cover up for that. We just can't be loved for who we are.
But like it's a mindset.
Yeah. And I remember when I was a kid, my cousin asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, I want to be a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
I want to be a mom with my kids.
And she's living it.
But he told me, as soon as I answered that, he said, you can't be a stay-at-home mom. Your husband's going to leave you. Yes. I think I must have been in third grade.
Because you were a black woman?
I think so. I must have been, like, I am pretty sure I was in second or third grade, and I knew that's what I wanted to be. But I also don't like the culture of deserving.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
If I want to eat some ice cream, I don't need to deserve it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't, like, if I want to take a break and sit down, I don't need to say I deserve to take a break. Okay. You know what I mean? Did Jesus deserve to go onto the cross? I think deserve is, why can't we love ourselves and love one another? Like our spouses. Why can't we love ourselves and love our spouses, and our spouses love us enough to want to take care of us?
Yeah.
And that does not mean it has
like
to
I
be
have
money.
To earn it.
Yes. Why do I have to?
Like deserve means that you had to do something to earn that.
Yeah.
I get it.
Did we deserve Jesus to die on the cross?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
It's unmerited, yeah.
We just... And I love my husband, and if he wants to play Fortnite, he can play Fortnite, and I can do whatever else. Like, oh, you want to play Fortnite, and I give Amelia a bath. That's... It's not a... Does he deserve to play Fortnite? I don't know if he deserves it. That's something that he wants to do.
That's going to bring him joy. That's
But in the same way...
See, she's schooling me. She's been married longer than me, guys. I'm learning as you guys are learning.
But at the same time, my husband will come home. Not all the time. I don't want it... I don't know why I said that. My husband will come home and he'll still make dinner. Because I've had a busy day. Or I am at home, but he doesn't say, oh, you're at home. That means you got to do it.
Yeah.
It's, hey, we're in a partnership.
Yeah.
You are busy and you've been doing a lot. I wouldn't say last week I worked 7 days. Like, I was working 7 days last week.
Yeah.
Straight. It's just a different kind of sacrificial love.
Yeah. And you think all black women deserve that, but not all of us operate. Sorry, not deserve. Sorry. All black women should know that they're worth that.
Yes. Yeah.
And not operate in this place of, if you get, that's not the norm. No,
Yeah.
that's what you should be getting and
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, but it hurt me.
What?
I feel like when I watch entertainment, it's easy for me to see in all the ways that the black woman is mistreated. Like, I watch stuff and I'm just like, how normalized it is. Like, my husband and I passively just got done watching Vampire Diaries. And the entire show, there's only one main black character, and she's like one of the main characters.
Yeah.
And all this time I had been hearing chatter online about how she was treated poorly, like, during this whole show. And I just watched the show, and I'm just like, everything hinged on her. She died every season. It's 8 seasons, and in every season she dies in some way, and it's brought back to life. It's fiction, but
it's Vampire Diaries.
Yeah. So, but it's just like, when it was the end, and I'm glad she got somewhat of a happy ending, but again, the guy that she loved got killed again, because that happened multiple times too. I was just like, why did this black woman have to go through so much? Yeah. But then at the same time, there was a prized, another type of woman.
Yeah.
And just to have the contrast of their stories the whole time. And she died a couple times too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. But every season, I just felt like everything was hinging on her power. And it was what her character was. But at the end of it, I felt emotional for her. I felt like it was representative of how I feel like sometimes being a black woman is. You keeping the whole world up. You putting your life on the line for so many others. But who's taking care of you? Like, I felt like there was not really much of moments, because everybody was obsessed with the other main character. She was loved, she was adored by the men, and she's like, who's taking care of Bonnie? Because Bonnie is giving her life for y'all.
I think that is it, what you're saying, taken care of. Like, why can't a black woman be taken care of? I think culturally, all over everything, is like black women are supposed to stand in the gaps, and for less respect, less money, less love, less all that stuff, but more expectation. And
we're really on a tangent here. This is not. But it is related to unlearning, because that's something I feel like I have to unlearn.
Yes. And I don't know where in my life that I decided that this was it. Like, I was going to be okay with it. Because I even think that my mom and dad have been married my whole life, 38 years or so. I don't know, a long time. And, like, my mom still doesn't let my dad take care of her. You know what I mean? Like, it's, I got this. I can do this myself. I don't need you. And it's like, not about needing someone, but it's such a gift to have someone care for you like that. My dad loves my mom. It is insane. I'm pretty sure my dad asked my mom to marry him like 5 times. And one day I was being nosy. I was going through some files. I don't know what I needed, but I found an old envelope. And on the envelope, like, you could just tell my dad was over it. And it said something like, B, I'm going to ask you one more time to marry me. And if you say no, I'm not going to come back. I don't know how many more times this man asked her to marry him, but they did end up getting married.
Yeah. Like, to be pursued like that, ladies. Okay. Yeah. That was, like, I think the turning point for me. And I I'm not saying I feel like I'm fully walking in it, but I do think that is the difference between my marriage versus prior relationships, is coming to the mindset of what do I want? Versus I feel like before I was always operating as like, how can I be everything that this person needs?
Oh,
and
yeah.
never thinking about what do I want in a person. Yeah.
Yeah. I understand.
Okay. Sorry.
And I do think that is it's unlearning. Like, that's something I had to unlearn, and I don't remember unlearning it, but sometimes I just think, honestly, I think I just get fed up. Like, over it. I can't do it one more second.
It's that Tuesday Woman. Today's topic. Part of growing and evolving is unlearning some things. What is something that you have had to work toward unlearning at this point in your life?
I know.
Okay.
But I feel like I always say the same things.
Okay.
Like, all the time. And it's just like over and over again. But one of the things that I had to unlearn is like the what will people think? It's what will people think if we do this? Oh, what will people think if we do that? And that is so much of a burden. That's somebody else's burden to bear. It's not mine. You know what I mean?
I love that. No, I love that. I have not done that work, and so you are an inspiration. I feel like maybe related to that though, I used to have this toxic habit of, if somebody said something about me so many times, like they said like you're a this or you're a that, then I would just decide, forget it, this, and I would fully walk into that reality, even though it might not be something I wanted to be or something I identified with. I just did it to like spite them, but it was like, it was unhealthy because to be quite frank, what I was being accused of was being a whore. Late night with becoming the Tuesday Woman. Yeah, like for most of my, I don't know. I feel like it's been all my life, but I've learned since social media that this is a pretty girl issue. And I'm not trying to say I'm pretty, but I feel like other people think I'm pretty. So
why can't you just say that you are pretty? I am pretty, and that is something that happened.
It's something that happened where there's just this assumption about who you are
and what you do,
your intentions, and what your activities are. I'm really a lover girl. I really have only wanted to be in monogamous relationships. I'm not saying that I have never been a player. I have had some times where I did, like I said, walk into that reality.
Ladies is players too.
Yeah, it's not my natural bend. Like, to me, that's a lot of work. We talked about this up at the top. Getting to know people, talking to, and it without a fail. Anytime I had a roster, I always only liked one person for real, and everybody else, like if I'm getting good morning from everybody else, where is dude? Like, so I suck at playing anything.
Man.
Yeah, that was something I had to like decide. No, I can decide what I actually want to be.
Yes.
Who I am. It doesn't matter if people believe it or not.
Yeah.
I gotta live for me. But it took a lot of toxicness and behavior taking me downhill, because now you're in a spot that you shouldn't be there. You don't recognize yourself. And it's all because of what? Because people said I was this. How stupid does that sound at the end of the day? Like, everybody said I was this, and so I became this, and now I hate myself.
Oh.
I had to unlearn that.
Yeah. I think another thing that I had to unlearn is to be, I think that I had to learn to not be exactly like my parents and their parents before them and their parents before them. And I think that goes along with what you're saying. It's all in the same, like this expectation. Like, what is the expectation that you have? What other people have for you, their expectation of you, and then what is your expectation for you?
I think that's a huge thing of our generation, millennials. Which made me think, I was literally thinking this the other day, so it's so funny that you brought it up. I'm like, did our parents think that about their parents? Like, did they go into parenting thinking, I'm not going to be like my parents? Because I feel like that is a common thing that I talk to our age group about. Breaking generational curses, not being like trying to gentle parent, trying to listen to our children and not just enforce whatever we think or believe on them.
Yeah.
All those things, which is different from like 90s parenting to early 2000s parenting. You're doing what you're told and you bet not have an opinion about it.
Don't you feel like they're, like, to me, when I think, maybe it's because where I grew up very, very white. So my friends, they were talking to their parents any which way, doing whatever they wanted anyhow. And it was like, I had a friend who called her mom the B word, and I almost passed out. And I was like, I would never. And even to this day, I can only remember one time I said a curse word in front of my mom.
Yeah.
And it's because the car in front of me went and I didn't see and I got honked at. And I said a curse word. And that was, let me think, at least 16 years ago.
And I wish I could say this. I was going to listen to this. And she was like, no, I slip a few words in front of my mom. I do. And if you let her tell it, I don't respect her at all. So I just gonna nod for sure.
I did not grow up. Like, it was like going to a foreign country every time I visited my friends.
Oh,
like,
really?
it was like,
Yeah.
what in the world is happening here? And then I
Yeah.
go back and be like, man. But now I feel like everybody, I don't want to say everybody, I don't believe in gentle parenting. I think that gentle parenting...
That's your unpopular opinion. There we found it.
No, gentle parenting is saying, like, the kids can do whatever they want.
No.
But there is without consequence.
No,
I think
there's another way. I think there's like
we conscious parent.
Ooh, I have heard that. I have heard the difference.
Yes.
I have heard that.
The gentle I'm not a gentle parent.
I think gentleness, what I will say.
Yes.
I think that gentleness is like not reacting.
Yes.
Because I feel like we're gonna hear you out, baby. What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
When I feel like from my childhood, it was like, oh gosh, if I had to pee, like we went out, oh my gosh, I'm getting yelled at. For a natural bodily thing that I just learned how to do maybe 3 year ago. You know, if we're being real, like I can't hold my pee like you. You're an adult, and I'm getting yelled at. Okay, I don't want mom to be upset, but I feel like that's the difference in the parenting.
Can I say something that I learned from Macy when just a few years ago when she was in 3rd grade? And I remember this. I remember where I was standing. I remember what she said, and it changed my life. It changed my life.
Okay.
I feel guilty about this. I don't even know if she remembers, but I remember. Okay, I'm going to start with this. I grew up and I was taught that all kids are bad. Oh, look at that bad kid. Oh, why are you being so bad? Bad. Kids are bad. Kids want to do bad things.
I don't like that.
I don't like it. But that's what I had to unlearn. Like, that is something I really had to unlearn. And I was able to unlearn it quickly because Macy had a cup of water and I was washing dishes and she put the water like on what I was washing and I was like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
And it was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Mind you, she's 8 or 9 years old.
She's not realizing.
And she was doing it because she wanted to help me by rinsing the dishes. And I assumed that she was trying to do something like, malicious. And even to say that now sounds so ridiculous. Like, why would she want that?
I'm gonna be honest, that's something I still it's like a daily working toward.
Yeah.
And my kids have called me out. Mom, something that Logan has said to me that is just heartbreaking. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I think about it, and I literally say, of course you didn't know. How would you know? You're a baby.
I don't remember, like, exactly what I said, but it was like, and she was like, and, like, her face was so sad. And I was like, what? Just say what you want to say. And she said, you always think I want to do something bad. And I was like, in my brain, I was like, no, I don't. But my actions didn't show that. And it doesn't matter what I'm thinking.
How are you?
She doesn't know what I'm thinking. So, like, I feel like from that point, it was just like a switch. Like on the train track, when the train is going like this, and then like you hit the switch and it just changes and goes to a different track. So it started a new track to a new destination, but that was just...
That's so good.
Like, imperative.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I think that's good for all adults. Like, I'm thinking teachers, because that would be the difference between when I went to a black school and I went to more diverse school. I felt like the teachers at the more diverse school didn't have that assumption. And when I went to the black school, I felt like there was an assumption of you guys are trying to be bad. And I was like, it was like night and day for me. Because, like, you operate differently in those environments. Yeah.
And, oh, gosh, I could just go on and on about this. But that should not be something. I don't think that kids want to not please their parents. I think that they want their parents to love them. And they want to show them that they love them back. Like, when your kid goes and gets one of those weeds... I don't know if you know this, but I don't like weeds.
Okay. Dandelions?
Nope, they're weeds. You can go to our front yard and see. I don't think we have a single weed. We get the yard treated. But also, I'm going to tell on myself. Because if we walk around the neighborhood and I see somebody else with weeds, I'm like, oh, look at all those weeds.
Are you picking them?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I can't stand them.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say you're over there picking your neighbor's weeds.
No.
Okay.
I'm like, get some Roundup. God, their weeds are going to go over there, and that's going to go there, and it's going to get in my yard. Like,
that is
very
how they are invasive.
Old man across the street. Girl.
It's a situation.
Does she have grass?
The wishy ones come from those.
And?
Okay.
Those are seeds. Those are weed seeds. Okay, you see, this is like, why am I so passionate about this? But at the same time, when Amelia sees a weed and she picks it, to me, it's like she saw that flower. Weed. She saw that flower and said, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. I'm going to give it to my mom. Like, to think that she sees something that's beautiful to her and she immediately thinks of me is the best thing. I love it. I put it in my purse.
Oh, that's love. That's good.
And then I go and put it in the garbage because I don't want it to die and then get on my yard. But I'm just saying, I don't like weeds. But I do love that she loves them enough to want to give it to me as a gift.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. So how does one unlearn something? Like, what are some steps that you have taken to learn these various things? Like, how would we give that advice?
I think for most of those things, it was like shell shock. So it was like abrupt. If you touch a hot stove, you're not going to do it again. So it was like one of those things. It was a hot stove that my daughter thought I just only saw the bad in her. So it was something I didn't want to do. And I think something that helps is to tell my kids what I love about them. Not only are they hearing it from me, but also I'm reminding myself, like, of the good things that are in them.
I think going to the source
Mm-hmm.
of an association for whatever it is, like you said, with the bad thing, that's how you grew up. Like, learning kids were bad. And I think for me, it was like, okay, why did I choose this behavior? What was the real motivation? And once you're able to point out that root and disassociate from it, because it's okay, that's not, it's not producing good fruit. There we go. That's not a good seed that I want in me. You pluck it out.
Yeah. You have to pray about it and ask God to remind you all the time of it.
Who do you say I am?
Yeah.
Who do you say my child is? Who
Yeah.
do you say? And yes, we're all born sinful, but I think the key thing that we're talking about here is malicious intent.
Yeah.
And your child doesn't have, granted, there may be situations like we know kids be killing their parents, but your child that you're raising doesn't have ill will toward you.
Yeah.
So then you have to think of their actions through this place of, like you said, all kids really want to please their parents. I don't think my mom even realized that about me.
Now.
Like, as an adult. Like, I still have this place in me. Like, I want to do what my mom says because I want her to be proud of me. Anywho.
I think there's only one.
Oh. It feels like it's more. Oh, wow. It felt like it was so many in here. It's time for our Dear Tuesday Women moment where we reflect.
Is there more than one?
No, it's only one. It really sounded to me like there was like so much going on in there. Okay. This week's question. If you could change anything about your life today, what would it be? Oh my.
Okay, immediately,
Yeah.
I thought if I could change anything about my life today, I would be more, what is the word? Like, consistent. Because I feel like the difference between success and failure, I don't even know if I don't like, failure is okay to me. Because when you fail, you get back up. So that is okay. Like, failing is okay because failing is just learning. But inconsistency and, like, trying to build something, like build a business, is something I struggle with so much. I just am like, ugh, it's not working anymore. Consistency and losing weight. Oh, I had a salad. Why am I not skinny? Like, those are actual thoughts I have.
Are you still going to Pilates?
No, I changed to Lifetime.
Oh, okay.
But I want to go back to Pilates. I absolutely miss it.
Oh.
I love Pilates.
And I feel like I saw you getting a little Pilates booty. That's why I want to go to Pilates, to get a Pilates booty. I like Pilates booties.
Oh, I feel like I got a regular old big old butt.
And I consistently tell Sharice that her view about a big butt and my view about a big butt are different views.
I don't mind having a big butt.
Okay.
But I want it to be like,
That's what it is.
Oh, okay. I don't want like a big saggy butt.
Nobody wants that. And
I want a big...
Listen, I'm scared of aging. Oh, because I got a lot to sag. I really do have to choose an exercise. Like, in the next 20 days. Yeah.
That's how I feel. Yesterday was the best day for everything. When should I start exercising? Last week. That's when I should have started.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This is reminding me of something. So first of all, when I was 18, I was thin, but I still had a little bit of a junk in the trunk. And yeah. And I thought I was hot. I was dating this athlete guy who was like a basketball player. And he was like, you need to start going to the gym. So I can tell that, like, he's like a personal trainer now. He was like, I can tell that if you don't do something about this now, it's going to be saggy when you get older. I never, like, that is not what you want to hear.
No, I would have dumped
the guy
him.
that you're dating.
We're done. We're
Hey,
over.
you're-
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, he was right.
He was right.
Accurate. If you could change anything about your life today, what would it be? My immediate reaction was money. Like, just nothing else. Just the word money. But I think I would change discipline.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, I think it's the same.
Wait, what discipline? Like disciplining your children?
No, myself.
Yes.
Because I can't. Like, I struggle with being disciplined in the working out, in the things that I know I want to do. And I literally have, like, one of my phone screensavers, because you know, with the iPhones, you can have more than one. But one of them, God, why did I choose to do this right now? But it's a quote. It's a quote. Get you the wallpaper, girl.
Lock it.
Okay.
Okay, now open it. Hold it down.
What down?
The screen.
Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love her, guys. Okay. I've got quite a few. Ava must have been adding her own. She always feels a type of way when it's not her.
You can rotate them and just when you tap.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No, wait, what? Hold on. Okay, what's So wait, each day you must choose the pain of discipline or the pain of regret.
Yeah. Choose your hard.
Choose your hard. And so we're starting.
We are.
Today's the day. We're planning some big things for
Yes.
what becoming the Tuesday Woman and the Tuesday Women are going to be. We're changing our lives, people, and you're here for the journey. You're here for the journey. You're going to see us become disciplined. You're going to see us become consistent. You're going to see us become rich.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow, or whatever you have to do. Turn on your notifications just so you know when we are posting. We want to build a big community, Tuesday Women.
Because I want to host a brunch where we talk positively about sisterhood, womanhood, motherhood, all the hoods. And we drink mimosas, and we laugh, and we give away free stuff.
Oh, lots of free stuff.
That's my dream.
Dream. And also to spill the tea and to kiki. But before we get there, if you comment and let us know your opinion to any of the questions that we asked, you'll be entered into a drawing to win one of these amazing Becoming the Tuesday Woman t-shirts, sweatshirts. You also will be able to win a Courageously Soft book by Sharia Rush. So we want to hear from you.
Don't forget to follow us on social media and visit our website for fun extras like the What Is in Your Bag gag.